All right.
Excellent.
Sound off. 1, 2.
7,
9.
8.
2-1.
Okay. I think we're good.
Ethan muted, so yes, he's here.
I think he's here. Okay. What did we do last? All right. Well, last we left off, the party finished their trek up the rapids and towards the dead waters, followed by a new water elemental friend who you named him, period. And you followed a trail of ravens back to a pile of ruins tucked into a small cove on the side of the mountains, wherein you saw large, jagged ice spikes jutting out of seemingly nowhere, but coating the entire area in frost and ice. Here, you came face to face with a large Goliath man by the name of Vidal, who offered Valkyra a chance to go back home in exchange for leaving exclusively with them, unsure of what may hold on the other side. She declined, and after a fierce combat against Vidal and his clan, they made a tactical retreat, teleporting away to you have no clue where. Within these ruins and within the cave that you found, Thyra was chained up, seemingly for the past 2 days, on no food, no water, no sleep, and even more days beyond that of excruciating travel and less than welcoming conditions with these people. But you found her after nearly 6 days of her being missing. And now you sit lakeside, nursing your wounds and catching your breath. Set up camp for the night. Thyra washing yourself off in the lake. The middle of conversation with Valkyra.
Did you want to repeat what you said, Ethan, or do you want me just to move on?
Not sure if I can deliver it the same way.
Well,
It's extremely fair. Yeah.
it's very fair. Well, after Valkyra says we are no longer sisters, Thyra is going to start to reach out and say, Valkyra. And she steps out, but on her bad leg that's basically broken. And the first time you hear her cry out in pain, especially you, Valkyra, you've never heard her do that before. And she falls into the water. As a light snow starts to fall on top of her as she's trying to get back up.
The killer will walk away.
I'll extend a hand to try to help you back up.
If there's like a a corner to go around or something.
She'll take your hand. But very silently. And as you take her hand and help her up and help her probably back to sit down, I'm assuming,
Yeah.
you feel how cold her hand is. And you get snow in your hair.
We need to get you all bundled up. It's getting a little chilly. I'll take off my scarf. Just put it around you.
She doesn't do anything to stop you, but she doesn't really do anything to acknowledge that it's there.
Hmm. I think there's a lot all of us could say. But I don't think it would be of any help right now. I think we just need to rest.
Can't let her go back.
Respectfully, that's not your choice to make.
And you remember the conversation we had so long ago? At least it feels that way. If you truly believe it is a mistake to go back up north, then that's something for her to figure out on her own. That's something she must find out.
If they get her, she won't get a choice.
Well, she wasn't given a choice anyways.
You'll have to get through us before they get her.
They want me more than they want her. But when they find out about her wings and whatever else, it might be a different story. From what I understood from the people, they just wanted their weapon back.
Well, if it's a different story, it'll be us who writes it, not them. Our terms.
I'm not a very good writer.
You can learn. Here.
And Ashe will sort of reach out his hands and begin tracing an arcane sigil in the air as a flower blooms over your head, Thyra. You regain a whopping 2 hit points.
Pissed? Thanks. Wait. Ashe. Thank you, Ashe.
I do what I can.
Did they do something to your mind? Who are you?
Okay, let's calm it down, bud.
It's a
Why
valid,
don't
valid
you-
question. Valid question.
Why don't you go find
He's just
your
very tired.
I didn't really sleep these past few days.
Yeah, I think rest is in order, generally, amongst everyone. Milo, can you make sure Kira's okay? Wherever she went off to.
Yeah. Yeah, I can go check on her.
Good. Tomorrow morning we'll figure out what to do next.
Agreed.
Mel, you follow Valkyra's steps, and you find she kind of found a place to sit behind a small bundle of what looks like slowly regrowing and blossoming with these tiny little pink buds. These cherry tree-like trees.
Is it in bloom?
Not yet. Some have bloomed early, but most of them are still buds.
What does Valkyra look like right now?
She is. She's sitting down by it and just staring off into space almost.
I'll sit down next to her and kind of just follow her distant gaze. What are we looking for?
I don't know. Suddenly deserts her.
I wouldn't call you that.
Our clan's the only thing I've ever known. And it seems they've cast me out at no fault of my own.
While I don't agree with the actions of Thyra, perhaps there's still more to this story. Now, I've only known you two for a very brief period, or, well, my entire life, depending on how you look at it. I really haven't seen her scared very much. Either of you, for that matter. But Thyra, the only thing that seems to scare her is home. And from two shield maidens who grow up in with battle raging around them. Terrible, horrifying things, I can only imagine. To be scared of home, where you're supposed to feel safe, that terrifies me.
I'm not really sure what to say. Not anymore.
Do you still want to go back? Home?
Yeah. I want to prove no deserter.
To who? To your clan? To Thyra? Or to yourself?
I have nothing to prove to her. If my father thinks I'm some sort of deserter, I turned my back on everything.
Surely they wouldn't. They wouldn't think that. I don't claim to understand your traditions or family culture, but to so easily write off your daughter's disappearance as turning your back on her people, abandoning everything, that doesn't sit right with me.
That
So just
mercenary band, it got away. First thing they're going to do is go and tell everyone that I fought back. And I did it because I wanted to find my sister. In reality, I probably should have just surrendered, so I could have just gone back.
come now. You would not have done that. You said so yourself. Never trust a Goliath.
But those ravens,
Very strange. You've seen them before.
many times.
Hmm.
It was when I lost Odyssey. It was the first time I saw it. Now I know that I was most likely just being watched.
But to what end?
I wasn't supposed to be with him. We were at war. I should have killed him. Instead, we became friends. And I brought him down into a ruin that he wanted to explore. And I was the only one that came out.
Did that happen before or after you found your necklace?
Before.
Hmm.
She sort of grabs the necklace and sort of looks at it. Wonder if this has anything to do with it.
I was wondering the same thing.
What if I just took it off and threw it into the water?
I would dive in and get it back for you.
Or what if I didn't want it?
I'd call you stupid. Kind of smiles.
No, Joe, I assumed. Can I try to take the necklace off
Yeah, you can.
so it comes off? I just... Okay. So it just takes it off. Put it on.
Me?
I want to know if it's, like, tied to me, or if it's just a random thing.
What if it is tied to you, and if I put it on, it strangles me to death?
She sort of lowers her eyes in, like, a come on, really type of face.
You're right. No way that happens. Well, if I'll try that on here, you try this on, and I'll take off my holster and hand it over.
You're giving me your gun?
You're letting me try on your necklace. Seems fair.
Can I do it?
You want to shoot it?
I do.
All right. See if you can hit that stone right over there.
So she, like, raises it up in, like, the normal shooting style with one hand under the other. But it's, like, horribly mangled. Like, her arms are just, like, backed up, like, in a weird... They're, like, sort of crunched up in a weird way. Because she has,
Oh.
like, no idea how to hold the damn thing. She's sort of just holding it out.
Darling, here, hold
How
on.
do you shoot it?
Let me show you. And I will very gently kind of reposition her hands.
Ghost. It's ghosting.
Oh, yeah.
Reposition her hands to have a better hold onto the gun.
Okay.
A stance helps too. A strong stance. Plant your feet.
She does it.
Take 2 deep breaths.
She does it.
1 breath to aim. And 1 breath to pull the trigger.
She's gonna shoot. Pulls her. Which is going to bring the entire party down on top of this. But it's gonna be really funny.
Yeah, if you're attempting to shoot, what are you shooting at?
I am shooting at a rock.
Yeah, there's just like a
Just
stone.
a rock? I'm
like,
just shooting at a rock. Which
like
is,
10
by the
Okay.
way,
50 feet
which is,
away.
by the way, really likely to ricochet into
Indeed.
some...
Oh.
It's gonna rip your foot off or something like that. It's fine.
Okay.
You don't shoot at stones. It's a bad idea.
Roll a
Dex
d20
without...
with your dex.
No
No
prof.
proficiency.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Can I get advantage for love?
No.
I'm gonna use my DM inspiration.
That's your
Okay.
love. Go for it.
I'm gonna use my DM
That's your
inspiration.
love.
19. I rolled a
That's-
4 and I used the DM inspiration. Worth
Yeah,
it. Absolutely worth it.
that would have been bad. So you aim at this rock, about 10 yards away. You
It's
aim?
Close shot.
I mean, you're learning.
Fair enough.
You aim, and you don't anticipate the recoil of this thing.
Oh,
You've
right.
never-
Guns have recoil.
You've never shot at a gun before, and you.
Yeah.
Milo seems pretty attuned to the gun, and is used to the kickback. But for you, bang! You shoot. The gun flings back, but you're able to keep control of it. And the bullet flies towards the rock, and you see now a chip along the edge. The bullet flies off. You have no idea where.
With a 19, I edge. Oh my god! I hit it at the edge. I was even dead center.
You hit it, and it cracks.
Regardless of how well it was hit, Ashe's head immediately shoots up and he begins running.
Yeah.
Straight towards where the shot came from.
Yeah. Thyra tries to get
Wow.
up.
I'll
Sound
sit with
echoes
Thyra.
throughout.
It's a lot louder when you're holding it.
It is. It's a lot different.
There's a lot of smoke.
It's very good though.
What the fuck just happened?
Target
Sort of
practice.
Hides it behind her back.
Oh, we're playing it that way. Nothing. What did you hear?
Seriously. It's so late.
How late is it?
It's
I think it's
about
3 in the afternoon.
I don't think it's that late, actually, now I think about it.
Midday. Calm down.
the sun has just set,
Oh,
so it's maybe about 8 o'clock.
Do we think there's maybe a better time for this? I don't mean to harsh the vibe, but like, that's
Now somebody's shooting a gun outside my house. Jesus
Oh,
fucking
shit.
Christ. All right. What's
Immersion.
happening? Yeah, immersion.
Nope, you're right. Just blowing off some steam.
you gotta take. You can. I sort of just awkwardly hand like. I hit the rock.
It's very nice.
Oh,
Well done.
nice. Well, I am going to leave the two of you to it. Yeah.
And I will turn and begin to slowly walk away.
Ashe.
I think.
What? Yeah.
This is a long sigh. Is she okay?
Yeah. She's gonna need some time. But
Yeah.
she'll come around. I think, respectfully, you'll both come around.
Mm-hmm.
But time.
I'll go ahead and return back.
I think you get there. I think Theo's trying to keep Thyra on the ground, and Thyra's been trying to get up the entire time.
Oh, just stay down. It's okay. Ashe
There
has
was a
it.
gunshot.
It was Milo. Probably killed whatever he was shooting at.
Yeah, no.
Killed
It's-
Kira.
It's fine. They were just... Milo was just doing some target practice. Because, that's what he does.
Well, does he know that there are animals that will get attracted? Give away our position.
I think he had a couple of other things on his mind. So I don't think he was properly too focused on that. But I chewed him out. So,
That's glorious.
meanwhile, if I recall correctly, you still have a shattered femur. So if you wouldn't mind...
She lays back down begrudgingly.
You put the necklace on?
Yes, I'll put it on when they walk away.
Looks better on you than it does on me.
I don't know about that. Wait. Do you think it gives me wings?
You know, actually. Wait a minute. I'm gonna give him a sec.
I'm gonna try my best to like focus and conjure some sick angelic wings with the necklace on.
Okay. You sit with it for a moment, and
He is a fighter.
you focus. And you focus. You hold it tight. And nothing happens.
Ah, damn it. Are you sure you're not an angel?
I've never actually tried to do it without the necklace on, and I don't think it'll work. I have one left. Valkyra will try to take out her wings, I guess.
Okay. You take a deep breath and push past your belief that it's not going to work without the necklace. And suddenly, the wings appear. Without the necklace on.
Wow.
I didn't think that would work.
Would you look at that? Well, I think you're right. You don't need the necklace, and I'll pretend to throw it into the
No.
river. Oh. See? You do want it. I'll hand it back.
Sort of slowly puts it back on. The wings are still just out. They're going to be out for a minute.
A gun-slinging angel.
I'm not an angel.
To me, you are.
I walked right into that one.
You just make it so easy sometimes.
Shut up. Can I just... Where is it? There it is.
You know, you're a natural when it came to shooting
With
this
the gun?
thing. Yes, that was impressive. But I
mean,
don't...
it nearly knocked me over.
Ah, well, that comes with time. It'll get better. But I don't know. I don't know if this one is quite your size. Maybe something bigger.
They can get bigger.
Oh yes.
How?
You see that far point in the horizon over there? And I'll just like point in like a far direction.
Mm-hmm.
There are some firearms that can see that far and hit a target from that far. And they pack quite a punch.
Is it like a really big bow? Like a crossbow?
Sure. I know you're not too much into keeping your distance. You like to be in the thick of things, but who knows?
No, it was pretty fun to shoot.
I'll keep it in mind. We'll see if we
Yeah.
can get something for you.
Maybe.
Do you want to head back, or do you want to hang out here by yourself for a while? Or I can stay with you. It's up to you.
I need to close the chat for a moment. Give me a moment. Just gonna close that so I can continue in this very intense, very serious roleplay that we're playing in D&D. The greatest role-playing game to ever be made. It says it on the book. I don't know if this is what he intended when he started rolling d20. Somebody wrote you. I don't think that's what he was intending, but you know what? Fuck it, we ball. I like it out here.
It's nice.
If you
It's
want to
better
stay,
with-
you can.
Sure.
Okay.
I'll stay. Come on. Let's sit down by the river.
Okay.
And I'll take her hand and kind of lead her down there.
That's not what I was intending, but you know what? Okay.
Dang. Wow. Okay.
Talk about shooting.
Do I see this, DM?
No, we're like on the other side of the map.
Okay, cool, awesome. Never mind.
We're in Freya. We're in Freya right now. I don't know where
It is
Yeah, we-
getting
we
pretty
left.
dark.
We've been
It's getting pretty
gone.
dark, and you do not have dark vision. So it'd be pretty hard to see from this distance.
Damn it.
So
Can't see
Oh.
anything. It's very dark.
It is, but it's... I don't know. It's kind of peaceful. A lull
yeah,
after
this-
all the chaos.
At this point, the wings go right back in.
Oh. It is cold, though. Is that your sister's doing?
What? The what?
All of the snow. The ice.
Oh, yeah. Probably. You know, I never told her. I killed the Goliath once that made it snow.
Really?
Yeah. It was my first kill, actually. Yeah.
Do you think maybe that could be a reason for the ravens?
I don't know.
You know what I do know? Is you, and I suppose the rest of us, need some rest.
Yeah.
This was a taxing day.
Yeah, okay.
But we can
I-
stay here for a
I
while.
don't
if
have
you
I
want.
don't have my bag out here, so sleeping is going to be like on the grass.
Oh. Well, we could either go, we could go back and get our things and
Okay.
we'll go back and join the others.
Okay. We go back and join the others.
During this time, Theo, I think Thyra would have asked you at one point if you could help get the cuffs off her, because she still has the cuffs on both her wrists.
I don't really know what to do with those. I don't have key or anything.
I'm afraid I don't have a key.
Could you
Tried-
get them really cold?
know if I could do that. I can't really control it that way. Just it happens. I could try just to break it.
Try to pick them. Well, try to pick them with a hair clip.
It's gonna go great.
Okay. Are you
I'm not proficient.
okay? Just roll a dexterity check.
That's
Just a
good.
reminder, I'm really good at these tools.
Well, you're not
Really good.
here,
Just
are
letting
you?
it be known. You know what I mean?
15?
Yeah.
The Bobby
Uh,
pin strat.
They weren't great shackles. They've been frozen several times over now. And they look pretty old. So it's a little bit of finagling with it, but you're able to pop one and then pop the other.
There you go.
Thanks. And like as you get them off, her wrists are pretty raw and bloodied.
Take out like a salve or something and start like rubbing them on her wrist.
Why did you come all this way?
Well, I do the rest for everyone else. I'll do the same for everyone else.
You're not a fighter though.
Don't have to be. There's you and your sister and Milo and Ashe.
Seems strange to live a life without needing to fight.
Seems strange living a life where you have to.
I hope I didn't squish your chameleon. Didn't really see it.
Arma's alright. He's been through worse. What's it like in the north? Besides all the fighting.
She kind of lays back and kind of gives a like memorable stare as she kind of stares forward. And I think like transition wise, like you hear just wind in like the background as she's talking, and it slowly transitions to like the landscape of Freya as like a camera's panning it as if Thyra's sitting there looking out through the landscape herself. But that's what the audience is viewing. Cold, obviously. But there is both a quiet and a that's profound. Especially when you're all alone. There's really nothing but ice and snow and the bitter cold in yourself.
There must be more than that. People. Cities.
There's only really one city where I'm from. There's outpost of people throughout, but well, they don't really survive. Whether from weather or from, you know. I've never seen so much green in my life. I have water move like that before.
Say that again, I cut out.
Oh. Never seen green like that. Or water. It's not frozen.
No, Freya wasn't always frozen.
I know.
I don't know if it still is, but city was a place of great magic.
There's some magic to it and runs deep within, but for what you're probably thinking, no. It's merely just a rubble.
I think there's more to Rebel that meets the eye.
Well, I bet you would find that. I'm not very keen on that sort of thing. Though I do enjoy maps. Do you mind if I have a little of that solvent on this?
And just take out the whole jar or whatever it's in and hand it to her.
She'll start to put it on the scar. Is anyone particularly keen on me? Nor I them. Though I think you and that tiefling could have had a conversation or two. Very weird magic.
Weird. How?
For someone who is blind, they always knew where they were going. Felt that there's always something going on here with him. I'd always have one of those damn birds always with me. They just stare at you.
It could be familiars like Karma is. Can see through his eyes, you know?
Devils. Bunch of wee devils they are. Karma's cute. Thanks for that.
Apply it every couple hours or so. you should get some sleep.
Okay. Yeah. She'll lay fully down.
As this conversation comes to a close, you hear,
Okay. I think I got it. I'm gonna step probably about 30 feet away from the camp, just in case, although I'm pretty sure I got it. I'll be right back.
What do you...
But I'm gonna follow him.
Thyra's just stuck there forever.
I can't move. I got a
Like a
broken
toddler.
leg.
A turtle
so
on its back. Thyra.
You see... That's so sad. You see Ashe take out a spellbook, and he sort of lays it on the ground.
Okay.
And then you watch as he begins tracing his hands through the air, drawing these arcane lines above his head until they eventually form a full spell circle, which he then immediately thrusts down onto himself.
Okay. Roll a D100.
Oh, it's like that.
It is like that.
Yes, ma'am. 67.
67. Okay. I feel like you got it.
Do I feel any significant change?
As you pull it down over you, you feel a wash of energy, but nothing seems to change.
Damn.
What are you trying to do?
In theory, if I'm right, and I think I've got everything, I've got a spell that should be able to allow me to remove curses. So, one of two things just happened. Either the spell is wrong, but it's not wrong. Or whatever this is that is affecting me is a little bit stronger than that.
Can I tell which one is which? Or which one seems more likely?
If you look at his spellbook, the sigil that he has drawn, knowing what you know about abjuration magic, and this spell in particular, it looks correct. Everything that is written down, every movement, every word, every line of the sigil is correct. And knowing Ashe, he would have executed it perfectly.
It looks right.
Yeah, that's sort of what I thought. Maybe it's just sustained usage then. Maybe it's just gonna take time. But who knows? If I'm gonna be able to get back to where I was before, I have to be able to be back to my old self.
Maybe it's the ring.
Can't be the ring. There's
The ring is
the two.
If the ring is hiding it, then maybe there's no curse right now to remove.
That's not what the ring was for. the ring keeps him at bay. Not. Oh wow, this is gonna get weird.
Am I hearing this, or are you too far away?
We're 30 feet away. I mean, we're not necessarily hiding the conversation.
What are you talking about?
Well, one sec. Actually, maybe this is a morning conversation, because there's kind of a lot to unpack.
Okay.
The thing that I'm trying to get rid of, it's what the spell did to me. Not what happened while I was in prison. That's what I'm trying to reverse. So, I don't know. I'm gonna keep trying.
I think we should all get some rest, though.
Yeah. Okay.
We head on
Oh.
back.
Okay, that was a sneeze. No doubt in my mind that that was a sneeze. Bless you.
Thanks.
And by the time you get back, Valkyra and Milo are back around the fire.
Oh, did they come up by themselves while I was there alone?
Yes.
Oh, that's just the most awkward thing ever.
And then eventually, as that time begins to pass, you see Ashe and Theo come back.
So,
Yeah.
how was it?
She was very good. She's a natural.
All right, gamer. Log off. You're done.
Never intended for it to be this way.
She held it firmly. It
Gary,
was-
I'm so sorry. Stop. Actually, take this train of thought and push it into a cliff.
And then it shot everywhere. It was.
You can't put that in the fucking thing. That actually can't go on the thing.
PG. No, that can't be PG.
It's not
But, like,
PG. We talk about banging every 6.8 seconds, it seems. I really missed on a chance to say 6.9.
Nice.
How was the... All right, so rolling it back to the actual roleplay.
That happened in an alternate timeline.
That
Yes,
is
yes.
the Jernara After Dark.
Stop.
How was what?
Are you fucking kidding me? Come on.
What?
Okay. It's sleep time. We're gonna figure out the plan tomorrow morning.
Oh yay.
Sleep.
Sleep.
I'll take first watch.
All right. As the rest of you find a place to get comfortable, listening to the water of the lake lap gently on the shore, and a gentle breeze pass through, Theo, make a perception check.
Pick up there next week.
That's where we ended.
12.
12. Okay. Not much of interest. You do keep a keen eye on all of the flowers that dot the shoreline. Just in case.
I'm gonna get you, you little shit. I'm gonna get you. Yep.
None of
I'm gonna get
them
Yep.
seem super interested in pursuing you at the moment.
Two of them are having a bitch fight right now. They're slapping each other very aggressively.
I'll
Gotta watch
make
level.
my way to the river,
Mhm.
and I'll take out him, the vial of tiny
Okay.
him, and I'll open it. I'll say,
Slowly pops its head out of the vial.
"You did really good back there."
It just stares up at you. It can't speak common or understand common, but it is
Oh, that's
intently
right.
listening.
I'll cast comprehend languages.
Okay.
You did really well back there.
Well, thank you.
Jesus Christ.
But you got really hurt, and I was wondering if you wanted to keep traveling with us, or if you wanted to go back home.
Him just turns its head down towards the river and looks back up at you. Well, I'm kind of lonely down there. It's not even my real home. So, going with you would be better.
Of course, you can stay with us. But where is your real home?
Well, I've been here a long time. But my home's... I don't know. One day I was in the water, and the next day I was here.
Well, I think a lot of us are looking for our homes right now. You can join us in that search.
Well, I would like that.
Do you want to stay in this full jar, or do you want to be more water?
I mean, the drawer is fine for now. Just a bit cozy.
All right. Well, if you ever want to get let out, let me know.
Okay.
And I'll say goodnight. I'll put the lid back on.
Good night. Dunk.
And I'll spend the rest of my watch making potions.
Okay.
I'm not entirely sure which ones yet.
You can figure that out. As your watch comes to an end, who would like to be second watch?
Me.
Has my
Okay.
trance completed by this point?
It's only been about 2 hours.
Okay. Wait.
Two
Would it be-
2-hour shifts and then 1 4-hour shift for you.
Ah, I see. That's how we do it. Okay. Cool.
Okay, roll a perception check, Valkyra.
Oh, I'm very good at these.
You are so good at these.
Oh, 17.
That's pretty good. Keep a very keen eye out on the water and on the flowers and on the cherry blossoms and the little bits of green shrubbery smattered along the shore. It's just a very peaceful night. The water's very calm and the moonlight glistens off of it. Still a bit overcast, but it's Just very, very beautiful.
It's a very long thigh. It's a very long thigh. Leg, TM. It's a very long thigh. She sort of gets up. She looks so like unwanting. Like if she sort of looks like she's unwanting to walk her way over. Sort of like mindlessly moving her eyes back and forth. It's just and she walks over and like kneels down next to Thyra. Places the axe down. Places the map down. The cartography kit down. Are there any Fran maps though?
There are a few Fran maps. None of them look fully completed, though.
She'll leave them. And drop all those. And the javelins, of course, because I still have her javelins as well. She'll sort of, again, very unwantingly stand up, walk back to wherever she was. Finds it so hard to be full of hatred. Sure, just sit there, wait.
You wait, almost half expecting another raven to show up, but doesn't seem like any do. At least for the moment. You haven't been in this much quiet since being back home. Away from noise of people, of creatures, just a serene stillness that only comes from being so far away. Or not another soul could see you. Very reminiscent of sitting on the mountaintops, watching the world around you. Not a peep from an animal or another person. And nothing else really happens during your watch. Unless you'd like to do anything else.
At what point does Edgelord McTwo-Face over there wake up?
2 hours into your watch. At the normal time. The expected time.
Is that how Ashe wakes up? He goes, whoa. He opens his eyes very...
He stands straight up like a plank, like Dracula.
Yeah, exactly. It's just fucking...
Yeah, I
Yeah.
believe that.
Yeah.
Good evening.
Oh, fuck. No, I forgot you do that.
Sorry. Well, you're good, so...
Yeah.
Okay.
Just sort of sitting there.
He's gonna go through the motions, so he will conjure erudite, send him off to take a solid look around.
Alright, roll a perception check for his owl. With owl advantage.
Owl advantage.
Hoot hoot.
It's really good. That's gonna be an 18.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Hoot
Yeah.
hoot.
And as that's sort of happening, he is going to once again begin the casting of Remove Curse.
Okay. Roll a d100. Oh god, what did you roll? That's going to be very good or very bad. Holy shit. You did fucking not.
Roll a 1?
I
He
rolled a
rolled
1.
a 1
I rolled a 1.
out of
Sean immediately dies.
100.
Not Ashe. Sean immediately dies.
I will spontaneously combust.
Implode.
Okay.
All right, say goodbye to half of your arc,
Wow.
buddy. Your arc is now gone. Have fun.
I don't know. We'll see.
Or your arc just got a whole lot worse.
Huh. Okay. Okay. You take a deep breath and focus in your normal procedure for casting, especially if something this important. And you do the motions. And you mutter those arcane words under your breath. And as you motion above your head, your fingers almost trace along the same route as Erudite's path above you. And you feel the clouds almost part for a moment. And the stars beyond almost wink at you as you move your hand down with no one around to see.
Valkyra's still up.
Yeah, I'm just sitting
Or-
there.
Yeah,
Oh.
she's just watching.
Valkyra, you see as Ashe pulls his hand down across him. Black hair slowly trickles to this dirty blonde. His skin goes from this sickly pale white and almost like watercolor, this light tan
Bruh.
painted down across his face.
There's
I'm
actually
so glad I didn't go to bed.
there's actually no fucking way.
This was supposed to
Even
be
further,
this was supposed to be a meaningless session.
one of his dark eyes turns this icy blue. And you see his skin still splotchy with white, his hair still streaked with black, but you see this very different form of Ashe.
R.I.P. the artist that drew the.
It's okay.
Ashe?
He immediately collapses to the ground and he's sort of on his knees, just kind of heaving a bit.
You do take
Ashe.
1 point of exhaustion as you do this.
Okay.
She runs over and kneels down like right next to you. Ashe?
That was certainly interesting.
Bruh.
Wait a minute.
Ash.
Wait. That's not supposed to be the way that it is. Wait. Wait, that's not supposed.
You look at your hands, and among the now tanned skin, slight white blotches cover your hands and arms.
Wait, that wasn't. Wait.
You have
It's-
blonde hair.
Look at your hair, and it is that light, dirty blonde with a few streaks of black still running through it.
You mentioned something about this, right? Or am I on drugs? I feel like I remember something about this being mentioned in character.
This
You-
is very similar to what you saw in the projection displayed at the trial
Okay, yeah, okay.
of what Ashe used to look like.
That wasn't supposed to happen. That.
What did you just do?
Well.
Or do you know?
I attempted to remove the curse.
Is it gone?
No, definitely not. At least not entirely. I think it's still the remnants. But regardless of that, I don't
Hey.
know what else to say. I wasn't expecting this.
Well, hi.
Hello.
Your name is Ashe, it is, right?
It is Ashe, yes. I don't have any alternative names or anything of that.
Well, hi. You're,
Well,
this is what you used to look like?
well, not entirely. I mean, I'm still not perfect. But it's a step in the right direction. At least. Oh boy. I'm really fucking tired.
Do you want to go? Do you need to lay down?
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
Do you need anything?
No. I think I'm okay for the time being.
No one else is going to understand what just happened when they wake up.
Shit. Everyone's still asleep. That's.
It's fine.
Well-
I saw it, so I know that you're not some secret person that kidnapped Ashe.
Good. Good. Very good. Okay.
Oh, aren't we discovering things about ourselves every day?
Something like that.
I can use the wings without the necklace. I don't
Is
know
that
how,
right?
apparently. I don't entirely know how. But hey, that's not what's important right now. The fact of the matter is... Well, actually, I should... Are you happy about this?
Yes. Absolutely. I have no reason not to be. This is an exceptional change. This is the same power that has been suppressing my my magic for years.
And to see it weakened is empowering.
Well, you should go to sleep. You should rest up.
Yes. Yes. You'll be okay.
Of course.
He just collapses.
You go right back to sleep for 4 hours.
I move him back like a child back to the where he was before. It's like picking him up for him from out of the car and moving him. Yeah, that's pretty much how it feels.
All right. Do you take
I will-
on the next 4 hours, or do you wake up somebody else to take over?
I'll take the rest of the night.
Okay. This will prevent you from getting a full night's rest.
Yep.
You will take a short rest instead. You will not have a point of exhaustion, though.
Okay. So be it. Wait, as a fighter, I get like everything back in short rest. So who cares?
That's true.
Base.
All right. You take the end of your watch. Erudite is still circling above you. Keeping it out. What was your perception check for Erudite, by the way?
18.
18? Okay. It doesn't seem to notify you of any danger, but about an hour in, Owl swoops down and sort of just lands on Ashe.
It's a little wave.
It ruffles its feathers at you and then sits down on him and sort of starts to fall asleep with him.
As you're looking at the owl, I think all of a sudden you feel a chill in the air, and if you look over to Thyra and you see that she's kind of outwardly having a bit of a nightmare as she sleeps, as a light snowfall is starting to cover her.
Kira will just, I guess, watch. Not entirely sure if it's a good idea to interfere or not.
As you watch, for the audience sake, Thyra's nightmare is both an exaggeration of memories that happen, various storms, various traumas. But one particular thing that you hear her say is a little bit out loud, "Leave him alone."
Kira continues waiting.
All right. The rest of your watch, you take it easy. I was half falling asleep at times, but still doing your best to keep an eye out on Ashe's behalf. The sun starts to slowly rise over the
You
mountains.
take another full 4 hours sleep to get rid of the exhaustion?
Yes.
Oh, great!
Instead of his normal, like, sort of half upright meditation, though, he is completely
Yeah.
zoinked out on the ground. But the Sunrise kisses you all good morning.
Kissy wissy.
Valkyra's sitting there, looking out at the lake.
Oh. Hello, Valkyra. I had the weirdest dream last night. You won't believe it.
Ashe,
Yeah.
Who's
what's up?
who's talking?
look at your hair.
Okay, wait. Hold on. That didn't happen, right?
It did.
It.
It did.
Oh wow.
I'm assuming it worked.
Well, the second time, it did. That is. I mean, not entirely. It's still there, but it's not as strong. That much I know for certain.
Is it just that? Or can you cast magic better?
There's a few other options on the table. I still need to relearn some things. It's been 8 years since I last truly studied. But, I could probably get back to some semblance given enough time.
I'm confused.
Trust me, you're not the only one. Has anyone checked on Thyra yet?
Oh, bro, she's still sleeping.
Thyra! I'll
No,
pack some snow and
No.
It's not covered in snow.
Oh, okay. I'm still imagining there's snow everywhere.
No.
There's a
Just
little
let her-
bit of snow.
I'll try to pack some snow and throw it at her.
The longer she stays out, the better.
Do you throw it at me?
There's no
It's like-
snow to throw
it's
at.
like
It just melts.
Is there enough for a tiny little
No, it's
baby
like-
snowball?
I don't
It's
think any of that
individual
stuck.
snowflakes. Yeah, it's
No,
like
there's
individual
enough
snowflakes.
for a tiny little snow.
No,
this
there
is enough for a
absolutely
tiny
is
little-
Okay.
not. Okay, let's just change the way that D&D works forever. This ruling will affect D&D rules.
You are
in the
I'm sure it
future
will.
of the genre.
you are on a mountain in early spring.
Oh Jesus Christ!
It's not unfeasible.
Just don't.
I'm holding it in my hand.
I
I-
You really think that's a
think-
good idea? With everything that she's gonna think she's being murdered.
I do
No.
think the best call is probably to take a bit of a step back.
All right. Kira, think fast, and I'll throw it at her.
Fucker. Roll to attack.
Oh fuck! Do I just
Now you're
roll
just
on
stealing
this?
Addie's thing.
I
What,
know,
being a
right?
dick?
Now throwing snowballs at the person that's shooting.
I'll just add my dex. 21.
Yeah,
Nice.
that hits.
Gotta be quicker than that.
She sort of just stares at you as the snow falls from her face. Thanks for that.
You're welcome.
Actually, it is a bit of a good point, perhaps, to have this conversation before Thyra awakens.
Which one?
What do we do now?
Oh boy.
don't know.
Celebrate that you're better?
That can come later. I think we have more important priorities.
I want to find where they went.
We can go north.
Follow them back to Freya, I think, is an option that's been put on the table. Perhaps
else
we
is there to
should.
go?
Well, I have a lead for
Lead.
something. I don't really know what to make of it. But it could involve my family. Potentially. Loosely connected. Part of the deal that I had with Mr. Canarion, Castor, was information about something I was involved with in a past life. He gave me a point of contact in Dormark, which isn't too terribly far from here, and it is on the way up north. So if we do make our way up there, I would ask that we at least stop in Dormark for a bit.
I'll draw a little map in the dirt with a stick. So if we're here. We travel up this road here. And then we can take a ship out of...
Thyra would make a better map, I'm just
Killfan.
saying, but okay.
I have proficiency in cartography kits.
Well, yes,
Great,
I
we're going
think.
by boat.
Would you rather go by land through the highlands?
It's a really easy way to get caught by some sort of raiding party.
We could take them.
I think both options have their equal shares of danger.
Have any of you been on a boat?
Many
Maybe?
times.
Quite often, yes.
Fair enough. Have you ever been in a fight on a boat?
Oh, yes.
Maybe.
See, I believe you. She looks at Ashe. I'm not sure I believe you. Because you don't know anything.
That seems a bit insulting.
Who are you
to be
pointing to,
perfectly
Theo or
honest.
Milo?
Milo!
I mean, you're not wrong. I don't know anything.
That's not what I meant.
Wow. Didn't think that would crash and burn as quickly as it did, but here we are.
Great.
So, to Fisk, then Dormark, then Kilfheim, if I understand correctly.
Sure.
Seems like a plan.
Okay. Now here's the next question. Are we going to allow Thyra to stop us? This is not an issue of adversity, rather
Right.
a acceptance of her opinion.
If her opinion is to run away from her problems again and again, I don't care.
Well said. All right then.
Well, I say we wake her up. Fill her in.
Not it. Actually, nah, I guess
Come on. You could do it.
I literally
Actually-
disowned her the other day.
As this conversation has been happening,
Uh-oh.
you have felt the air get colder.
Oh, shit.
It's like an
And-
air conditioner turned on.
Yeah.
Oh,
And all of a sudden, a wind of snow
Oh.
spins around Thyra as she wakes up from a nightmare
Ninjago.
and is deeply hyperventilating and like touches the ground, and ice starts to form as she touches the ground with her hands.
Good call on the snowball.
You okay?
She tries to get up. She's healed now. She can get up.
One day.
And
Yeah, broken
Easy.
leg, dog rest.
D&D. I love it.
whatever. And she's just gonna push past you all and just go to the river, the lake, and like fall down there and just start to like breathe heavily, splash some water on her face.
Great.
It is not surprising. If you recall what I said yesterday evening. Time.
Yeah. Right, well, I start cleaning things. I start picking things up.
Thyra. Are you well?
Did you say that? Are you next to her?
I stepped forward a little bit, but not close enough to be within punching distance.
I'm assuming that's why you asked.
Correct.
Yeah. Who said that?
It's Ashe.
Hello. I did a thing last night, and
I'm
it
still
actually
dreaming.
worked. That's what I thought as well.
Right.
One step at a time, but I am back somewhat to
Just
what I
part
was
of the
before.
skeletons in the closet talk.
Oh, right. I guess we should probably get to that, couldn't we?
Can I have a moment?
By all
By
means.
myself, please. And as you guys are starting to pack up, she looks at her reflection in the water, and she vaguely touches the new scar.
When do we tell her what we're doing? She
Sorry, what did you
says
say?
out loud into the endless crowd, and no one responds.
What did you say?
When are we telling her what we're doing?
Now? Or do we dump Ashe's stuff?
Once she's ready, I think we'll play it by ear. But she needs a moment, I believe. Once she's ready, she will let us know.
And we'll wonder if that ever happens.
As that conversation was happening, Thyra's touching the scar, and it's just a simple thought of one more to add.
Oh.
And she'll eventually get up,
Wait,
go back.
one more.
Now, Thyra, we have collectively decided what our next course of action is going to be. And it is the intent of the rest of us to see this through. I don't believe I have to tell you, because I think you may already know.
not sure exactly what you mean.
Right. All right. Well, we will be traveling to Fisk, to where we will then stop by Dormark to assist Milo with his inquiries. And then we will travel to Kilfheim, where we will take a ship up to Freya.
Right. Well, and she's gonna go take her stuff. Start to pick it up. Look at the hand axe and the map kit, because it wasn't there before. And you see as she like picks up the map kit, it's like a very relief and caress of it as she puts it over her back. And I guess we part ways from here.
Is that so? And I'm afraid I must be compelled to ask why.
Better off alone.
You're better off alone.
Or you do not get to start pulling this.
I think yesterday proved that's not true.
I would feel inclined to agree with that.
You do not get to whisk me off without me ever knowing anything, and then the moment that I have the chance to redeem it, you just fuck off. You going to leave me again?
You're better off without me, Kira. You said so last night. I tried to warn you.
Is that really what we do? Is that what we do? Is that what our family does? We just turn the opposite direction and just walk away?
What do you want me to do?
I want you to fix it.
I don't know how, Kira.
Figure it out.
You don't have to do it alone.
You wouldn't be the only one going into this not knowing how to fix it. But we're still doing it anyways.
If you keep running from it, it'll just follow you forever. You want to have nightmares like that every day? Or do you just want to get it over with and we can either fix it or die? Then we don't have to deal with it anymore.
I'm not worried about my death, Kira.
Well, stop worrying about mine. If I want to go up there and die, I'll do it.
If I
But-
may, it seems a rather ignorant thing to claim that it is not your concern for your own death, yet when it comes to your sister risking her life, you refuse to walk alongside her. Seems to be a bit of a contradiction in your own logic. Wouldn't you agree?
I think I like you better the old way.
Ashe,
Apologies.
look. It's our fight, okay?
I just hurt everyone around me.
Well, there's a lot of people up there that are going to need hurting, don't you think?
I don't care about them.
And she sort of starts to like aggressively pick up her shit, and you actually get to see Valkyra you visibly watch the runes change as something you've never like seen her do before is actually physically like in person change the runes on the fly as she sort of runs her hands up for the sword and sort of these golden engravings starts up it, and she sort of just puts it away very aggressively as she's talking. It's just this really quick sort of flash of gold light as it breaks up the sword. We need to just deal with this, okay? That's when she like sheets it.
This is just dealing with it. This isn't just going and guns a-blazing and killing everyone.
I'm not going to be able to just sit here thinking that I'm some sort of deserter.
Then go back.
I plan on it,
Fine.
and you can either help me, or you can let it rest on your conscience for the rest of your life.
That's just the thing. I don't have a conscience. A monster like me doesn't have one. I was taken from me a long time ago.
See. That's how I know you're wrong. Because you still care about your sister. And that's a sign that your conscience still lives. Just maybe misdirected.
She lifts down her shirt, the broken tunic, and you see the scar where the heart is. They did this to me to remind me I can't have a heart.
What do you think they did? What, they just ripped it out of you?
That day they did.
It's still clearly beating.
I wish it would stop.
At this rate, I'm fucking inclined.
I am also kind of confused. In going off of what Ashe was saying, I think you do still have a heart. It's standing here in front of you. I'm looking at her right now. I glance over to Valkyra. Your heart is in every swing you make with your sword. Every step that danger takes towards your sister, you were there, right there, to intercept it. For us as well, countless battles we've been in when you were there. Your heart upon your sleeve.
And if you take her back up there,
They're not taking me.
if you go back up there and you lose, you'll lose that heart.
I'm a shield maiden. I was meant to die up there. You have this
I don't-
tattoo, no? You have the tattoo?
This one. Yeah.
But what is this? What is all of this implying of death? Who's letting that happen? I'm not gonna let that happen. Theo? Ashe?
No.
Besides, it's a long way from here still.
Exactly. We could level up like 3 more times before we get there.
And shatter the fourth wall while we're at it.
Hello, audience. This is a reminder to go fuck yourself.
That's the most Valkyra thing you've ever said.
Remember, don't cry about your past. Cry about your future. It's going to get much worse.
Damn.
We do have a long way to go. But we're there together. You don't have to be alone anymore.
Are you still down by the water?
No, she's back at the camp with her stuff in her hand.
Is she standing? This is very important.
Yeah, she's standing.
Damn it. Whatever.
I've been alone for a long time, Milo. I'm not the girl I was when I first left home. Valkyra can vouch for that.
Do you wish to continue to live in the shadow of your past?
I don't know if I even want to. I don't know how to live. Valkyra has been the only thing in this life that has given me any life. And I'm sorry I took you away from yours. I just couldn't let them take that life away from you. They're hell-bent on this war. And they want to use me and you to wage it.
She'll walk up to you. And sort of just... If what you're saying is true, then their lives are the ones that will be taken.
I've wanted to hurt them for so long.
Looks like we have a city to burn.
or freeze.
We'll improvise.
You realize this isn't going to be a walk in the park.
I think we knew what we were signing up for.
So then, are we going?
Fuck it.
All right.
Diddle-diddle-diddle-din.
Begin to pack
We
up.
montage all the way up.
Monthway all the way to Freya.
No! Guys!
We're in Freya,
Yeah.
yay!
We have to get
Hey, guys, it's
distracted
real
so we
cold.
don't go to Freya.
It's real cold.
You pack up camp and begin walking northward along the mountain range.
Oh, so this was a lot closer than I thought.
Oh, we're there.
Oh, wow, we're there. Wow. Boom.
So you begin walking.
Is this a path, or is that a river?
Yeah. what I was wondering.
You were unsure. You've never been to Dormark, nor have you explored any of the mines surrounding it.
Can we go to the mines of Moria?
That's up to you, but for now we can take a quick break.
Oh,
Cool, cool,
I want to go to the mines of Moria.
Oh, boy.
All right. Back into it. You guys begin your unknown amount of time walk to, well, first to Thisk. Are you aiming to stay along the main road that runs through here, or are you roughing it?
Would the main road be safer or more dangerous? I feel like it'd be safer.
None of you have been on this part of the continent.
No, I'm just saying concept-wise. Like, in reality, you'd want to stay on a main road, simply to the fact that it would be risky to like ambush someone in an area that has high traffic.
Most likely it'd be safer. And knowing the few things that you all do about the Highlands, you know, more creatures tend to roam than normal. So,
You're walking on the
perhaps.
road.
All right. Find your way up to the road. Is everyone keeping an eye out as you travel?
Oh, yeah.
Yep. And I've
Alright.
also got erudite. Keeping an eye out too.
All right. Everyone roll perception checks.
Is this still at disadvantage?
18.
Yes, you still have one
He
point
has
of
one more point
exhaustion.
of exhaustion.
Rippers!
Ooh, wow. 2 natural ones.
Incredible.
At least
I
my
was
owl can
dirty.
see.
Dirty, nasty little 20.
Damn.
Erudite got a 21. 9
Cool.
plus 10.
Valkyra got an 18.
All right. 15? All right. Not bad all around.
How about a 4?
That's pretty bad, actually. You take it back. After
Got
about
much
half
angst in
day.
my eyes.
of travel, you do have too much angst in your eyes. It takes a while to get up to the main road, mostly because this is a very mountainous, rocky area, and there's no defined trail leading towards the road. So it takes about 4, almost 5 hours to get all the way up where you can see the road. And those who rolled high enough, you can see in the very far distance a makeshift sort of watch station for a guard. You're unsure what nation they belong to.
What's the nation breakup? I've never seen a political map of this fucking land. Where's the
Where you
nation
currently
breakup
are
here?
is actually in sort of a no man's land. This region's been argued over for hundreds and hundreds of years of who actually has dominion over it, but no one's come to a consensus yet. So any nation that wants or really feels assertive enough can put up guard post stations where they please.
Or we could claim it.
Let's start a kingdom. Let's just derail the campaign right now.
Do we have to pay like a toll or anything when we pass the guard post?
I have no idea.
Not that I know of.
It's fine. Remember, I'm stacked.
That's true. Maybe Theo should lead the way. I feel like Theo knows a bit more about some of this stuff.
I've never been here before.
Oh.
But okay.
Whoever wants to lead, it doesn't even matter. We're all just walking in one direction.
Take the lead
Okay.
with my 8 charisma.
This will go absolutely swimmingly.
So you
Stop.
It takes another couple hours to actually reach the shapes that you saw in the very far distance. But as you approach, you do see several plumes of smoke rising. Tents, not really any permanent housing currently available, though it does seem like there's a few that are being set up. Like maybe someone has sort of asserted themselves in this place. And you get closer and begin to see multiple figures roaming around. Seems a few are keeping guard out and do spot you and sort of stance themselves in a more protective, guarded fashion. Amongst all the figures, you also see some large, what look like beasts of burden, and some horses, tied up in several places. And
As we get
approaching
closer,
yes.
I'll just wave. Hello.
Halt! Who are you? What's your business doing here?
We're just traveling up to Thisk.
To Thisk, and
And
as
then
you
on our way to Dormark.
you approach closer, and you do notice they don't seem like fully armored guard. They don't seem formal or like they're sponsored by any nation. But they all do bear this like verdant blue sash, like tucked into each of their armor in several places. Come closer.
I do.
We all do,
Approaching
right?
these two figures. One seems to be this half-orc woman. Gray-green skin, black hair kind of tied back into this messy bun. Loose leather armor holding a sword and a shield. A gentleman next to her. Human man, cut up, scraggly, like half grown in, patchy beard, light brown hair, a bit younger. Nods to you all. Just passing through.
Yep. Pretty much.
Yep.
She does, in fact, speak for this entire group.
And you're not like the others that pass through here?
The others
You don't
who
look
pass
like
through
it.
here are who?
I mean, you seem a bit out of place, honestly. You must have come through a more roughed up, closer looking to your big friend there. Pointing to Thyra. No horses?
No horses.
Nope.
We took a.
Go ahead.
What? I'm sorry, what did he say about me?
That most people that pass through here look closer to you than the rest of the group.
Oh yeah, I still have like shredded clothes, don't I? Oh, that's a little awkward.
Can we go through?
We're a bit suspicious of your whereabouts. How did you get here?
We came up the rapids, past the lake.
The rapids. Make a persuasion check.
We have water to prove it. Thunk.
We have him.
Hello.
7.
Oh
Seven.
boy.
Huh. Okay. She looks back and leans and tries to catch the glance of another figure farther back and nods him over.
Wait, do we
And it-
recognize the colors that they're wearing as affiliated to a certain faction?
They just
Make
have,
a
like,
history
blue arm.
check.
Didn't they just have like blue armbands?
Little pieces of scrap cloth either tucked into their armor or tied around the wrist.
They literally
or...
are a PMC group.
Hmm. You say history?
Some mercenary band.
7.
17.
I say from this region, you have no clue what this could be.
So can we go through or not? Do you really have to? We don't have time for this. Do you have time for this?
I actually don't think we have time for that.
Well, and waving over another figure, you see approach this larger half-orc man, shoulder length, dark hair, tan skin, but recognizable to all of you.
Oh,
As approaching, you do see the figure of Falcon.
oh,
That's funny.
Well, well.
That's
oh, shit.
fucking weird.
Look who we found here.
Did I meet Falcon?
This continent is really fucking small.
I do not believe Thyra met Falcon.
I
No.
don't think
She
so.
did not. She
I don't
left
know who
before
the frick
you all.
this is.
Wait, was it
Oh.
just Milo and
No, I
Ashe
sat
might have
outside
It was
while
just
you.
Milo and Ashe at that
I
point.
sat outside. I sat outside. I don't think I ever saw his face, but I was
No.
outside.
Oh. Why don't you look at that?
Small world.
Small world indeed.
You made it out.
I did. Well, thanks to you all. Sadly, they're
course.
fine. And waves off the half-orc woman.
Oh,
What brings you all out here?
a couple of leads, really. There's a few things we're trying to tidy up. Traveling a bit further north from here. Stopping by Fisk,
Oh,
and then eventually to Dormark.
well, with those two, and points over to Valkyra and Thyra, maybe we find getting through Fisk. Getting past the Empire Guard Station might be a bit trickier, to be honest.
Empire.
That is
Yeah.
it.
The WME has a guard post in the pass between the Highlands and the Empire. They're a bit stingy about who they let through.
We can cross that bridge when we get there.
Where is that on the map? Is that the cross point?
That's this, right?
Yeah,
these two.
it's right there.
Well, that will just be another piece of the puzzle.
Yeah, there are a few other shortcuts, but far too risky for time's sake.
Well, we'll spend a decent time in Fisk, then trying to figure out our next move. Incidentally, while we have you here, do you happen to have any additional armor or weapons that could perchance equip our friend here?
I don't need armor.
Okay. Allow me to rephrase. A set of weapons and perhaps some clothing that doesn't make her look like we picked her off this side of the street.
Even though we did.
Low-key, yes, but we'll get to that.
That's a clip.
Okay, yes.
We do have a few extra things. I do owe you one, so come on. And he leads you into the center of this small encampment. And to this, it's like half just pile of shit that they have that they've
Fuck yeah. I love piles of
accumulated
shit.
from the various members who had a surplus, and picks through it. Well, we got a few light furs and
Got a
wraps
shield.
and stuff.
I think it's got a
Shield.
shield just like hanging around.
Let me look, and he picks it over and
What's wrong with your shield?
runs it through.
I don't fucking have one. Do you see it on my back?
What the fuck happened to it?
I sold it, remember? I got rid of it.
She
Was I
gone.
here?
No.
You were not here.
Then I don't freaking know.
I don't have it anymore.
What did you do with it?
I have 2 swords for a reason now.
Then why did you need a shield?
Because, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's mid as fuck.
Not entirely sure what that means. But you are a younger and know the terms.
More hit.
more
I'm
than
more
I.
hit.
You
We
are.
have spent
you are-
far too much time in the city of Kiran, it would seem.
You have a shield.
Oh, let me. And he pulls one out from the bottom of the pile. It's not in the best condition. It's not a special shield. It is a shield, and it will hold
Yeah,
up, and
but-
it'll do the job.
Do you want anything for it?
No, it's in the pile for a reason.
Fair enough.
Can I
But
start to shift through the pile?
Yeah, he helps you sift through it and pick out a few choice items.
I guess me saving her hand axe wasn't enough.
And if you want a better weapon, he pulls
What
out
is that supposed to mean?
a long sword. A bit better than what you seem to have there. At least for close counters.
Can I have do you have another one of those? I have a way of making this thing I'm doing a little bit less mid as fuck.
You could just have it, Kira. I don't want it.
You don't want it?
No.
Take the longsword.
Yeah.
Because with dual wielder, I'm able to actually use a non-light weapon and apply my dex to it. Hey. Hey.
Hey.
That's pretty good. How do you get? Oh, yeah, right.
Is there anything else you're looking for? Any more weapons?
I guess sometimes a bit more heft to it. If you
A
got
bit
it.
more heft. He looks around. Oh, 1 second. And he goes back to what looks like his own tent. And returns with this looks more like a warhammer.
Ooh.
It's a bit more hefty. It's not gotten any use in a long time. Used to be Bane's, but he didn't want anymore. So
Do you mind?
not at all.
Or back away from the group a bit, and I'll try to spin it around and stuff. How does it feel?
It's not the prettiest weapon. And it is not the best, condition. But it's sturdy. It's not your axe, but it'll work.
Getting some used to, but do for now. I appreciate it.
Of course. I mean, you all got me out of that city. And out of a bad circumstance, so...
And you helped us take care of a rather sticky situation. So, thank you again.
Of course.
Now then,
I'm gonna go change. Be right back.
how much time is left in the day, DM?
At this point, it's been about almost a full day's worth of travel to get to this point.
Gotcha.
So, you could bed down here if you'd like a safe place to sleep for the night.
I think it would be wise for us to just stay here for the evening, and then get back to travel in the morning. Does anybody have any objections?
No. Not particularly.
Very good. Falcon, is there any place that we can sort of make ourselves at home for the evening?
I mean, we have some space. No really tents available, but
Long as
Whatever
it
you
doesn't
have will be
rain.
fine.
we have guards throughout the night.
All right.
Thyra, you finished changing. The clothes are a little bit tight.
Let's
But-
say, I think.
Not
in terms-
it's not so uncomfortable.
Yeah, I think. For Matt's own.
Oh, no, why'd you call him by name? You didn't have to call him by name, you just could have just...
I think this is part of the actual, what her new art looks like. So it's, it's not built for someone with her body, but she wears it very well.
Of course she would. It's D&D.
Yeah. So,
You return. New clothes.
new clothes. Who this?
They're not the freshest, but they're not dirty.
It's
They'll work.
fine. I think she'll get back to. I didn't see that. Get back to the group, and her hair still hasn't been braided. It's been down this entire time. But as they rile up, I think she takes her hand axe and like angles it in a way that it's a mirror, and she starts to braid her hair down to the side.
I like it down.
It looks good on you, down.
Mm-hmm. Well, thanks. But, you okay? I asked if you were okay.
I was
Contemplating the answer. It's a very deep question to
It's a
ask
deep
Thyra at the
question
current moment.
as she's braiding, which I feel like this is a conversation the two of you have had with one of you doing the hair at one point. She stops braiding and looks at you. I'll be honest, I don't really know how to answer that. Truthfully. I've been nothing but rage and emptiness for a long time. It's hard to think I could be anything other than that.
Mm-hmm. Still sort of, assuming you're sitting down and doing that, because I don't know how you'd be standing up while having an axe in your hand while also
No.
somehow...
It's like leaned on something.
Yeah, I don't know how that would work at all, so I was like, I'm just making the assumption. Sort of walk over and sit down. I want to love you. You know that, right?
I know. And I can't stop loving you. Those 5 years. And the years after, you were the only thing that... You got me through that time, Kira. Even if you weren't there. I hate to admit that the wizard is right.
Don't worry, your secret is safe with me.
But I have to warn you, Kira. This power... It's triggered by emotion, if you didn't know it.
I put that together, yeah.
Fear and anger are particularly powerful with it. While I was away, I spent a long time enduring storms. I would walk right through it until I got to the middle. You ever been to the eye of a storm?
So you asked, do me a favor, stick your mic in your mouth.
You
There you go.
ever been in the middle of a storm? In the eye of it?
In a literal or a metaphorical sense?
I mean literal.
Maybe.
There's a dreadful pace sitting in the middle of one. Because you know any second you step out of the way, you're caught up in the storm. But that's where I always have to be, Kira. In the middle of that dreadful pace.
You're not going to hurt me. You can't convince me otherwise. So just give up.
I wish I could promise you I can't.
Well, you can. Right
I
now, you
can't.
can do it. You can do it right now.
Kira,
I want you to do it right now.
I'd only break that promise, Kira. I can't feel anything. I can't allow myself to. The second I'm caught in that storm, all hell breaks loose.
Fine. I have wings. I'll just fly out of it.
Here, I thought you were a wee devil.
Well, it's partially true.
Still true. Look, I promise I'll try.
Okay.
But you got to promise me something.
Oh no, here we go.
Don't forget to look what's in front of you.
Yeah?
You're always looking at the horizon, Kira.
I'll look over at Milo. I look back very quickly.
I think Ashe and Theo have that same problem. They just see the end goal. They don't see the path how to get there. Or the danger it takes. Just
When you were
look
gone,
out where you step. Alright.
I will. But while you were gone, and I was with them. They stuck with me. They helped, and they came all this way to get you out. So, just you can trust them just a hair.
I'll try.
Good. Now stop being so gushy, and fix your hair.
What do you think
And
I was
she-
doing before he got interrupted?
Valkyra will stand up and walk away.
Piss off.
I already did.
Anything else anyone would like to do as you spend your
I'd like-
evening here at camp?
I'd like to level up.
We just
You already
leveled up.
did.
We can't again. I don't think that was ruled anywhere, but I didn't think that was in the. I don't think it says
Yeah, we made it.
anything
We made
about
it to
that in
another
DD.
camp. That's a milestone.
Yeah, it's a milestone.
Well, as Valkyra goes fully away and Thyra continues with her hair, she gets to the end of it and looks at herself and I'll try. I promise. But it's more to herself.
Yeah.
Anything else as the night progresses?
Ashe.
Yes, Milo.
I know this is like your thing. I just wanted to make sure you were okay with it. Do you still want to tell Thyra about what's going on with you?
That is... I believe when it becomes relevant, but for the time being, I don't believe it is an entire necessity. Now, if you wish to tell her of your own accord, I'm certainly not one to stop you. I don't see the necessity to bring it up now.
No. I suppose not. I mean, you have it under wraps anyways. It's not like anything bad's gonna happen.
Wow.
You are exceptionally optimistic.
Well played. I was looking for a lie.
Come now, Milo. I know with your investigative skills, I wouldn't be able to get a single lie past you.
We make a good team.
We try. Speaking of lies, or rather secrets, he'll
Oh no.
prop his head on a fist.
Oh no.
So
What do
you
you
and
mean?
Kira,
What?
what do you mean what?
I mean, is there a question there?
You tell me. Do I already know everything that there is to know? Is there something more? By the way, if you try to tell me anything else, I'll just read your thoughts and then determine for myself what's going on.
Oh, you scoundrel.
Who's the scoundrel between the two of us, Milo? You tell me.
Okay, alright, slow down there. I don't know. She's wonderful. I enjoyed being by her side. I know we'll be there for each other. I just, I know things are hard right now. I'll be going, I'll be revisiting her home, maybe opening up some old wounds, creating new ones. It's... And I also have my own identity crisis going on. I
Of
don't even know
course.
if this is who I am. But my point being, I do adore her.
Hmm.
But I don't know if there's much space for something like that right now.
Well, to that end, and just a general inquiry, as this could potentially affect our travel north. Is your adoration coming from an honest place? Or is it coming from the fact that she's in a tough spot and she needs support?
From what I understand, she's supporting me as much as I am her. She was the first one I confided in about my past, or the lack thereof, however you see it.
That is true. Yes.
I think it's something we'll come to discover on our own once all is said and done. If it was love or fear of the cold.
Well, something like that can be extremely powerful.
I would also argue equally dangerous.
I would agree. But of course, being one that doesn't necessarily feel emotions anymore makes it tough for me to find the words sometimes.
Could be something that grants inspiration. Hope.
Perhaps. In the meantime, though, I would take the time that you have and utilize it. Because life does come at you fast, Milo. Things do change. And sometimes you make unfortunate decisions.
Yeah. No, you're right. I'm just
So-
hoping... No, please, continue.
I simply encourage that you make the most of the time you have. Perhaps before we get to the real meat of this.
Yeah. I don't know what's going to await her, what's going to await me. Oh. I'm just hoping I hope I can find my family before something blows up in our faces.
Is it funny that I think the thing that will blow up in our face is us finding your family?
No, I'm afraid. I'm afraid. But I don't know, from the moment I woke up, all I could think about was finding them again, knowing that they had to have been out there somewhere. And now, I don't know if I ever showed you these, and I'll pull out the papers and kind of gesture to the picture of who I am assuming is my father and mother. I'd found these.
Well, the resemblance is certainly striking.
Yeah.
I believe we will find them.
I hope so. There is hell to pay. Not to them, but to Nightshade. For tearing us apart.
The time will come.
Oh, that is a scary thought. Alright, well. I'm gonna go think for a bit.
By all means. Don't think too hard now. Don't want you to hurt yourself.
Try not to. I'll stumble away.
Theo, what are you up to during this time?
I'm gonna keep making some potions.
All
And
right.
I'm gonna make 3 more flasks of fortitude.
All right.
With
All right. So roll for both of those.
first is 11 plus 5 is 16.
Success.
Second is a natural 20.
Definite success.
Third
Yes.
is an 18.
Yes.
What you making?
Some potions that will help us heal in battle. Since we don't really have anyone who can do that, except Ashe.
I can sometimes do it.
Well, just in case,
No, of course.
I'll hand out one of the already made flasks.
So what are you giving me?
It's basically a potion of healing, but it's 1d6 plus 3.
Okay. I'm gonna call this Theo's drug money in my inventory. It's 1d6 plus what?
Oh, wait, no, I read that wrong. It is 3d6.
Oh shit! 3d6 plus what?
Just 3d6.
Healing. Alright, Theo's drug money, 3d6 healing. Bang, in my inventory. You excited to go north?
I am.
It is dangerous. Oh, no.
I know, but you'll be there. And Thyra will be there.
No.
And you seem to know what you're doing.
Yeah, we carry ourselves like that, but to be honest, we have no idea. But, I don't know. I'd feel bad if you got hurt.
Well, I think I'd feel pretty bad too, but
Okay. Trying to be serious.
you don't have to worry about me though.
Well, I'm going to just accept it and deal with it.
Well, I'll just keep on making potions.
If they heal, then sure. What is karma?
He's right here.
Pops
Pointing
out.
to my shoulder.
Pops out from out of the hair. Hey, karma. Little wave.
He
Looks
does
at you,
that,
Seta.
like, chameleon wave.
He does the little chameleon wave. Yeah. He's very smart.
Live long and prosper.
May the force be with you.
Shut up! Get out of here! No, any of that.
It's Gandalf from
What's reverse
Chronicles of
inspiration again?
Yeah, Gandalf's famous quote.
Yeah, from The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, right?
The Lion, the Witch, and the Syndrome.
The Lion, the Witch, and the audacity of this bitch.
But you really shouldn't worry.
You ever going to show me how to summon my own? Weren't we doing that before? I don't remember. We were trying to do that one night, weren't we?
Say that again.
You were trying to show me how to summon my own little version of karma.
Oh, yeah. I can show you how. Well, you already saw how I summoned him.
See, I don't know if I can do that.
I'll flip to a page in my notebook, spell book, and there's like a little scribble in the margins of like the sigil. So take this, and I'll hand him some chalk. Hand her some chalk,
Take
and
some chalk.
draw this on the floor here.
I draw it on the floor.
Make an intelligence check as you.
Oh, I'm very intelligent. 14.
Okay.
It's not terrible.
It's not bad. Beginner work.
Okay, now what?
Now, you take these, and I'll hand her some incense,
Okay.
and you put them at each corner.
Okay.
And then you light them. Usually I use magic to light them, but I think some normal matches would work too.
I take
And then
the,
as you do that, think really hard about what kind of shape you want your familiar to take.
Okay. And I'll light them using a flint and stone.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll think of a thing.
Okay.
What am I rolling, Dungeon Master?
Hmm. Hmm.
Come on, make it easy. You know you want this.
I'd say just roll a d20.
16.
Okay. You sit and you focus, remembering all of what you've read about and the previous demonstrations done. You think really, really hard. What animal are you thinking of?
A little baby snow fox.
Okay. You think and put all of your heart into this. Focus as much as you can, trying to channel that magical energy through you. Do you wave your hands over the sigil in the way Theo demonstrates?
I do exactly what Theo tells me to do.
Theo, as you see her do this, you see little flicks of white fur in the center of the circle.
That's it. You got it.
Sure, it's a first level spell. You slowly conjure this tiny,
No freaking way!
tiny little.
I call rigged. I don't get to do anything cool. You get all this stupid stuff, and now you get a fox.
little fox.
The happiest.
I would like to rage for real.
So it's like the size of Karma, I imagine. It's like
Pretty
similar
much.
in scale, but it's literally just a miniature snow fox. Hi.
But it skitters back in a startled fox fashion and starts to run away.
No, wait. Where's it going?
It hops
How about
back
go after
into
it?
the
What do you mean?
tents. Okay.
Oh, into the tent. I just walked over towards it. Is it supposed to
Past
run
the
away from
tents.
this?
It usually doesn't do that, but
It is a fox. Hey.
It quickly turns and jerks its head up at you.
Hi.
It hunches down and slowly inches away.
I sort of get down at its level.
Make an
Hi.
animal handling check.
Oh, I'm very good at this, definitely. Fucking hell. 11. Of a 10. Could have been worse.
Okay.
Don't do this to me.
It just sits and stares up at you.
Hi. Come here.
It just like chirps a bit and chatters at you.
here, give it this, and I'll hand her like a bit of rations.
Come here.
It slowly inches towards it, sniffing. Slower still, very hunched low to the ground, but crawls towards and sniffs up at the whatever bit of meat you procured. And takes it and quickly darts back about 10 feet from you.
Is it supposed to be, like, scared of me?
Not usually. And as for the scale, like it's like palm-sized, right?
Yeah,
It's
like
very
karma-sized.
small. It's like the size of like a small chihuahua. That big.
That's a small chihuahua.
Yes, that's a small chihuahua. They're very small. Like that big.
Or their buttocks is marked.
Is as big as Elfie?
A little bit smaller.
It's a little bit
Oh,
smaller
smaller
than
than you. You're big kitty though.
Come on now.
Familiars of this size are usually, or this type are usually a little bit bigger too.
I can only imagine I did something wrong. Come here.
It slowly creeps forward. Sniffs your hand.
I give it scratches.
It like ducks out of the way for a second and avoids your hand, but eventually you make contact. It's very soft.
I give scratches.
I'm
I
gonna
give
cry.
all of the scratches.
It's so.
You give little fox scritches. It slowly just starts to chirp happily at you. Its long, pointy fur ears behind it.
It's the greatest session of D&D ever. Can you talk with familiars? I don't remember how familiars work. I don't remember how familiars work. Part of me thinks that I just summoned a pet and I didn't summon a familiar. I summoned two different
Essentially.
things.
Essentially.
I summoned just I just summoned an animal out of thin air.
While your familiar is within 100 feet of you, you can communicate with it telepathically.
You're unsure if it's
Thank you,
linked
God.
in that
You're
manner.
welcome.
God?
The fuck?
Thank you, the big G.
I didn't love God into this game.
Big Geo. God. I try to lower my arm and let it crawl up.
Since it doesn't crawl up your arm, but it goes to your hand. Still timid.
Okay, well. Here, and I'll give more food.
He takes it.
Well, if you have a name for the karma, and Ashe has a name for the owl. It's a really long name, I forget it. It's the name of the owl?
Erudite.
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 I don't know. I'll think of something. But, come here, I guess?
It shyly walks towards you.
I want to put it on my shoulders so I can, like, keep track of it. Otherwise, it's just a snow fox running around.
You could easily pick it up by the scruff and...
I pick it up and I put it on my shoulder.
Right.
I guess I have a snow fox now?
I guess so. Now that you have them, there's a few things that you can do. You can send him away to somewhere safe. Well, it would be back to the Feywild.
So how do I bring it back? Do I just repeat what I did? Or can I just pop it into existence whenever?
You can just bring him back whenever.
How do you send them in and out?
It's a little more complicated. But you have to focus on the next plane. You have to kind of look through, or focus your eyes like you're looking through the world rather than at it.
Okay. I'll try, even though I'm starting to get the assumption that this isn't familiar, and I just summoned a fox.
You try to focus in, and it doesn't seem to focus in on anything.
I think I may have just summoned a fox. I'm good to be honest.
Well, the next thing that you could do, that I do with Karma, is you can see through his eyes.
Okay. I'll try and see through its eyes.
It helps if you close your eyes and you imagine yourself looking through Fox's eyes.
Definitely should be able to roll a D100 here. I will
Go for it.
try and look through my fox's eyes.
Sure. Roll a D100.
53. Well, about that.
Not really.
Let's do it one more time and see. Watch me get... No, okay, 44. I was just going to say if Satan was in my... that's 18, that's better. Sorry, I'm really into D100s now after you get a 1.
The voice fits. So,
I still
not much
fucking
happens.
see you, Benny me.
Well,
I'm gonna need a name. You can think of that together, or with everyone. Or I don't know. I'll think of something. Wait, no. I open up my phone and I go to discord.com and I begin to look through messages that I had where I definitely thought about this in the previous past. In game though,
know.
I whip out a notebook and go to my pet's name list that I definitely have.
What about snow cone?
It's a little on the nose, don't you think?
Spot?
What was it?
Spot? Fido?
I'll think of something. You can keep throwing them at me, it's fine. But I'll think of something, I think.
Baxter? Yo, yes. Right. Anyone else doing anything in this time? Any last things?
Yeah.
Valkyra has a fox now that you can visibly see.
Do you introduce the fox to Thyra, or just?
I don't know. She's just kind of walking. I don't know how this camp looks, but I'm assuming that I'm just out in the middle of fucking nowhere with a fox on my shoulder all of a sudden.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm assuming anyone could just see it.
What are you doing?
Is that the Elfie or me?
It's Elfie. He's like
Oh.
digging into my shirt. What is your problem?
Nothing else. Nothing else for me.
I think Thyra, in the midst of everyone spreading out and kind of leaving her to a lonesome after Valkyra has left to go do a snow fox thing, she finally looks through her cartography kit. Are all the maps there?
All of the maps are there, exactly where you left them.
She's gonna turn to one of the very certain one,
Mm-hmm.
and she's just going to look at it, trace certain paths, go down to where that smudged name is, and just kind of caress that name. And she'll just look at the map.
You can't
But
trace your
You'll go
finger
fine.
along the roads. Can't but wonder what path it might take to find what you're seeking.
I think as she's looking at it, she remembers hearing stories of this particular journey. And then she just remembers more. And she remembers the worst part of it. And she closes her eyes, but a single tear falls out, and that tear turns into a snowflake as it flutters down and lands on the map. And that's all it for me.
You're muted.
And your tear falls almost directly onto one of the cities.
What's the city?
Strawfield.
I wish you were here. You always knew what to say. She'll put away the map.
Assuming now I'll make camp.
Yeah.
All right. Separately, or do you all bundle together?
Did they give us a tent? I don't know the situation.
No,
They
we're
didn't give you a
outside.
temp, but they're giving you space, a safe
Yeah.
space to set up camp.
I'm assuming we're all in that area.
Yeah.
Right. You'll find a spot off to the side where you can set up your sleeping bags and get comfortable. But you all settle in for the night. The sky clearing above you. Stars twinkling overhead. So you'll find some sort of more safe rest.
I have a fox.
You do have a fox. As you cuddle up, that's where we'll end the session for tonight.
How lovely.
How
What a game.
lovely.
What a weird fucking game this is.
What a
What a-
off the walls.
It's such a
crazy
weird
ass
fucking
session.
game.
What
I
the
mean, it's
hell
just-
is
This
what's-
entire campaign is the weirdest
crazy.
fucking thing.